Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Salomon's Level X. We're back here in Pokemon Masters to review the new Morty and Gastly Lodge Sync pair. So, you were able to obtain these guys as of February 1st. Obviously, you had to level them up to level 100 in the Lodge, but now I have them level 100, and we're going to be doing a showcase over them to see how good they are. And, spoiler, I think they're pretty solid. For a free-to-play unit, free-to-play support unit, I think they're really, really solid. So, looking at the kit, he's got Ominous Wind, which 2-gauge move, doesn't do a lot of damage, whatever. 10% chance of raising all of their stats by 1. Full heal, which is not the best thing, but, you know, if you face, like, an enemy like, you know, Tornadus in the Legendary Arena, you know, with Toxic or whatever, then that full heal can actually be really, really good. Face somebody like, I don't know, some, you know, Stadium characters do like AoE paralysis, I believe. I'm pretty sure Hao has AoE paralysis before he uses his sync move, so you can kind of mitigate that a little bit in the Champion Stadium. Some other fights, you know, do it, you know, different chances for that to be a little bit helpful and all of that. X special attack all, so, you know, able to buff the special attack stat of everybody by +2 up to +4. If you get the NPR and the grid, up to +6. Very, very good there. Of course, obviously, buffing offenses is one of the best things a support can do. And See the Unseen, their trainer move, raises the user's evasion by 2 and raises the speed and critical hit rate of all allies by 1. So, buffing his own evasion, buffing all allies' speed, all allies' crit, and all allies' special attack. Basically what everybody wanted from Sycamore. He's basically Sycamore, but without the crazy healing and crazy bulky stats. And then passive skills. Swag Bag 1, so an extra 10% chance to have the effects of Ominous Wind activate. Group Slapdash 9, and then First Aid 4. So this guy's like Faulkner. If a move misses, he's going to buff everybody's speed. So he's going to be reliably buffing speed for the allies. He's going to be buffing crit rate. He's going to be buffing special attack, and that's amazing. And then in the Sync Grid, he gets a couple good things, I would say. Let's see here. NPR for full heal. Synchro healing, you're not going to be syncing with him, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Flabbergast 4, which is definitely very, very solid, because there's some enemies that, you know, require you to have, like, a status change on them or something like that. Like, I'm going to be facing Yuxi here, so getting that confusion is going to be very, very nice. Also helps with, you know, characters who need confusion multipliers. Ominous Wind, Swag Bag 1, 2 move gauge refreshes, Tighten Up, that's whatever. Ridicure 1, so whenever an enemy's attack misses, you have a 20% chance of getting a little bit of health from it, which is definitely very, very good for a character here like Morty, who can get their evasion to +2, +4, +6, whatever. NPR on the trainer move, definitely recommend picking that up. That's absolutely amazing. Max crit, max your own evasion, stuff like that. Fall forward, so he's going to be charging the gauge if the enemy's attack misses, which is also very, very good. Healthy healing, so, you know, a little bit of extra healing in there. Quick cure, that's not bad, even though he already has full heal, so I probably wouldn't pick that up. NPR on X special attack all, and move gauge refresh. I think that's about it. Overall, not too much on the grid, but I picked up Flabbergast, I picked up Fall Forward, I picked up Ridicure, NPR on the trainer move, and Healthy Healing, because not really much else to go for there. So he's going to be doing a lot of healing. He's going to hopefully get an NPR on his trainer move, which will hopefully fully max out Agatha's critical hit rate, and then obviously be able to buff her special attack with his X special attack all. And then we've got Elisa here literally just to apply paralysis. So let's go ahead and hop into the battle here, see how well Morty's able to, you know, take attacks, dodge attacks, buff offenses, buff different stats, stuff like that. And let's go for that paralysis, and then I was gonna go for a Shadow Ball. Sure, okay. No queue up for us, but that's fine. Just gonna go ahead and start buffing the offenses because I don't really care that much. We're also going to be able to get stat debuffs in there because, yay, thank you, Classic Lisa. So, that's nice. No crit there, obviously. No crit buffs, of course, on that Shadow Ball. Let's see if we're going to be able to get move point refresh on the trainer move. Does not seem like it. And then we'll go for a Nuzzle just to make sure that we keep that activated. Any NPR? Hey, we got the NPR. Okay, that's good. That's good. We needed the NPR 100%. Let's go for the move, and then we'll have max. There we go. Okay, we already dodged, so we're already buffing everybody's speed, +5 speed on everybody already, just due to dodging and all of that stuff. Very, very nice. And then Ominous Wind here, of course, whenever they dodge whenever we dodge Yuxi's attacks, we're obviously going to be able to get that extra Ominous Wind buff in there, like a move gauge buff in there, so that's very, very nice as well. Let's go ahead and go for a Thunder, or Nuzzle, I mean, and then go for an Ominous Wind. And Gauge, we're doing just fine on Gauge, even after using a couple 3-gauge moves. We're doing just fine, just due to having, you know, all these buffs in. All these speed buffs and stuff like that up, it just helps so much. Surprisingly, really. We'll go for that, sure. So, Iron Tail did hit us, but can't really do much there, can you? Let's go for the Ominous Wind there, and then Shadow Ball. Did I land that Shadow Ball? I did not, sadly. Might as well go for at least the Sync move because she's got max stats. Does a lot. Paralysis isn't going to do much here, but we could get the Confusion in there with Ominous Wind, and if we do get that Confusion in with Ominous Wind, that's really, we're going to be starting to do a lot of damage. So, if we can get that Ominous Wind to confuse with a 50% chance, then we're golden, basically. So far it's not happening, and so far we're not dodging, which is definitely not good. I would prefer if you were to start dodging and applying a Confusion. Can you confuse already? Oh my god. Okay, that's our luck. It's just not getting any confusion. But we do still have the First Aid 4 in like our back pocket here, so definitely keep that in mind. Can you get the confusion? You actually got the confusion in. There we go. But this Uxie continues to land attack. Oh, they have accuracy buffs. That's why. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. They have actual accuracy buffs, so it makes sense that we're not landing, that they're continuing to land their attacks. But again, we still got First Aid 4 and stuff like that available to us, so it's not like all hope is lost. Okay. First Aid 4 activate. There we go. Still right above our HP point. I should have gone for that Nuzzle. Alright, then we'll go for Shadow Ball. Still, we've managed to not get the confusion in. Oh well, whatever, you can't do much about that. And there's the paralysis. So let's hope we get some more dodges in here before this fight is like completely over. Or like, you know, maybe they'll just hit themselves in confusion. That'd be nice. I don't think that activates Ridicure, or not Ridicure, like just like dodging passes in general, but maybe it does, who knows, right? Thunder managed to actually land, but we do have Vigilance, so thankfully crits do not like apply really. And this Sync move from Elisa should be able to take us down. Let's go against like Tornadus or something where they don't, or like any type of legendary arena that doesn't apply like accuracy buffs, and then we'll see Morty's dodges activate a lot more prominently. So like his biggest weakness is enemies who like lower evasion or buff accuracy. So let's go into a different legendary arena. Don't want to go into Stadium because it's Kalos week, and obviously I can't really do much there with no points for Master Mode. But yeah, let's go into another legendary arena and show a bit more of Lodge Morty here. Alright, we're back over here to fight Tornadus. We've got Hal, we've got Classic Elisa again, and we've got Morty, of course. So I don't actually remember if Tornadus here buffs his own accuracy or anything like that. So we're just going to have to figure it out, I guess. Can't really do much else. We'll go for X special attack there to max that out. Hopefully we get an NPR on Morty's trainer move. We do, so that's actually very, very nice. And let's go for a Nuzzle here, and then we'll go for a Discharge. Alright, so we'll be able to max out Hal's critical hit rate, speed, eventually, and be able to buff his special attack just fine. So we should be doing pretty good here. Let's go ahead and go for Elisa's nuke. Then we'll go for X special attack call and Discharge. So, good thing about this is that Hal is able to get all of his nuking just from Morty alone. He's getting his special attack buffs, or, you know, his just special attack stat. He's getting speed buffs for his inertia nuke, and, yeah, getting inertia, and he's getting max crit. So, he's just getting literally everything from Morty, and it just works out really, really well. So, that's very, very nice, of course. Okay, apparently he does buff his own accuracy, so let's just hope that it doesn't make a difference, alright? Because, again, big thing with Tornadus is... Well, there we go. We actually got the we got the drops there, so that's very, very nice. We actually got our own evasion to proc, even though he had accuracy buffs. Critical hit next. Is it sure hit next? Maybe. Flinching. We'll go for paralysis, and then we'll go for How's trainer move, and then we'll go for Ominous Wind. Sure, why not, right? And just in case, you know, Tornadus somehow is able to debuff evasion, or like any opponent is able to debuff evasion, then you can just buff it back with your trainer move and all of that. So that's very, very nice. And obviously we can go for the confusion in here as well. Let's go for Thundershock, sure. That discharge is going to take him below the health point. Let's go for a Nuzzle. There we go. And a discharge there. Hopefully this brutal swing misses. No, it did not miss, sadly. Oh well. But yeah. You just got to worry about these opponents here that have these accuracy buffs, or else you're just it's not really going to matter what you do because they kind of just don't care. We got the confusion though, so that was nice. So the good thing about this guy is that you have your evasion buffs and you have confusion. You have 2 chances to not get attacked, and I find that to actually be very, very good. Go for nuzzle, discharge, and then we'll go for our attack. So he actually managed to land that attack, which I find to be very, very surprising. Go for max lightning, and then we'll go for sync move here. Did he land air cutter? He landed air cutter, of course. This team just kind of destroyed Tornadus though, looking at it. Like, that max lightning does a lot there, and then sync move. Okay, sure, whatever. I kind of forgot about that, I'll be honest. But there we go. Okay, still managed to land the aerial ace. Does aerial ace actually miss? I don't think aerial ace actually can miss. So honestly, bringing him against Tornadus, probably not the best idea. But yeah, I think they're going to conclude it on the showcase for Lodge Morty there. He's very, very good. That evasion is not like super reliable, but it's also like still useful. And getting speed buffs from evasion, getting just speed buffs on your trainer move in general, being able to buff special attack, being able to heal status conditions. He's overall a really solid unit. His defensive stats are not that horrible either. And if you dodge, you got Ridicure, you've got healthy healing on entry if you pick that up. You've got yourself first aid 4, so you've got healing there. You've got okay defensive stats. You've got dodge. He's going to be very sustainable. Only thing that really like counters him is accuracy buffs and like sure hit and stuff like that. So you can definitely bring him against a good few of these legendary arenas, like in the Legendary Gauntlet, which is out right now, I think. Is it still out? Yeah, Legendary Gauntlet's still out. Actually, by the time I post this video, it'll be gone because I'm posting this tomorrow, but whatever. But yeah, that was Lodge Morty. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think about him down in the comments below, and I'll see you all later.